Okay, we are back from Mr. Jeffrey's Algebra 2. Shh. And apparently everybody's having hunger pains in my class today. So, yeah, feed the beast. Don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. We're about to go over what we would call our mid chapter 8 test. Shh. So, where we talk about uh, right triangle trig ratios and things of that nature. All right. So, remember, when we're talking about right triangle trig, we're looking from this corner. This, hey, this would be our opposite, this would be our adjacent, and this would be our hippopotamus. Okay, so our sine, opposite over hypotenuse, that is 12 over 15, which reduces down, yep, to 4 over 5. Now, you can also answer number 2 right after you answer number 1 because, hey, guys, hey, if y'all can be a little bit quieter so I can maybe teach over y'all, that'd be great. Okay, so cosecant is the reciprocal, so this would be 5 over 4. Okay, cosine, that's 9 over 15, which is 3 over 5. Secant, and then tangent is opposite over adjacent, so 12 over 9. That's 4 over 3. Okay, and cotangent would be 3 over 4. Okay, now, 6 problems, 3 points each. Okay, and that means this whole section is worth 18 points. Okay, that sounds pretty decent, all things considered. Okay, now, are we good with numbers 1 through 6 for those 5 people that are paying attention that are present in front of me? Okay. If you don't reduce, it's -1. Now, hey, the calculators reduce them for you guys. I mean, all right. So, all right. Part 2, these are also 3 points each. Okay. I'm given A, I'm given B, I need C. C would be the square root of 4 squared plus 8 squared. I would actually put it into the calculator just like that. So, second square root, 4 squared plus 8 squared. Okay. Just like that. And we got 4 root 5. So, we would say, helps if I use the right side of that, 4 root 5. Now, what if you happen to have a calculator that doesn't do the square roots right there? Nope. This would also be 8.9 because in another calculator is 8.944. Okay. Now, that's why I said round to the nearest tenth, because I know some of y'all have calculators that won't do the square roots. That's fine. Okay. Now, this one right here, I'm given C, I'm given A, I need B. So B would be the square root of 11 squared minus 3.9 squared. And we get that big thing. So we get 10.28. All right. Because this is 5 or more, we would actually say 10.3. Okay. Now, some of these, there's only 2. They may be whole numbers, they may be decimals. Okay. It's like a mystery. Woo! Okay. Now, this is an easy, should be an easy, 6 points right here. Okay. Easy 6 points for this one. Okay. Any questions on part 2? Where you lost at? Yeah, it's minus because I'm looking for B. If you were to go back to last Monday's notes, I actually put the formulas up for if you're looking for C, B, or A. Like a good teacher should. All right. These are 2 points each. Now, when I say 2 points each, that means each blank is worth 2 points. Okay? So, for 97 plus 360, I get 457. Then I say 97 minus 360. I get negative 263. Okay? Now, for this other one, negative 3 pi over 7, I'm going to add 2 pi. Okay? Now, on your calculator, I would just add 2 because it should handle all that other stuff for you. So you should get 11 pi over 7. Okay? Then I say negative 3 over 7 minus, minus 2. Okay? I get negative 17 pi over 7. Okay? Now, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 8 points right here. Again, should be an easy 8 points. Most of this, if not, or actually it's kind of like 50-50 of this test is calculator work. Okay, so that's what I would be writing my notes on what to do on these sections. Okay, is everybody good with 9 and 10, part 3? I'm looking behind you. Are you got it, Skillen? Okay, you were like in like deep thought, and I thought you were lost for a second. Yes, no, shaking the head. Okay. All right. Convert your radians to degrees. Wow. I got really adventurous by making these problems up. Okay, you would say 97 over 1 times. What was that noise? Was that a phone or somebody snoring? I mean, I know math is not like super exciting. Shh. So, all right. So, believe it or not, this doesn't reduce. So, this is my answer right here. Okay. Okay. So, this is negative 3 times 180. I get negative 540. Okay. Pi, 7 pi. Well, we should know that the pi's cancel. Pew. Okay. So, this over 7. Okay. That actually gives me a decimal Okay. And we're going to stick to the 10th, negative 7.14. So this is negative 77.1 degrees. Okay. So easy 6 points. Easy 6 points. Yes. Okay. Look, if you were to actually go back and look at the notes that y'all had for this stuff, it almost looks like these problems look like they could have came from the notes. Wow. So imagine if, you actually like had filled out those notes. Mhm. All right. Now, pi over 6. Shh. Remember, pi over 6 and pi over 3, those are 30, 60, 90s. That's not a good triangle. Okay. This is 1. Here's my angle. We know this is half of this, so that sine is 1/2. This would be root 3 over 2. Tangent is sine over cosine. So this is 1/2 divided by root 3 over 2. Those cancel. I cannot have root 3 on the bottom. I can't have this. So I have to multiply. So I would get root 3 over 3. Okay, that's my answer for that one. Now, again, when it says 2 points each blank is worth 2 points. Each blank is worth 2 points. Now, yes, these first 3 on the practice test, those are from the first quadrant. Those are not going to be the same ones. Okay? So you may have to remember about your 30, 60, 90 rules and your 45, 45 rules. Okay? This is a 45, 45, 90. Okay? If this is 1, we would divide this by root 2. We would actually get root 2 over 2. Root 2 over 2. Okay, tangent is anything divided by itself is 1. Okay, now just going to let you know if it has a denominator of 4 in it. If it has a denominator of 4, it's going to be some version of root 2 over 2 for sine and cosine. Depends on if it's in the first, second, third, or fourth quadrant, if it's positive or negative. Okay. You can either memorize them or you could set up the triangle rules, the triangle, and see which one's which. So, and like I could actually help you remember which one's which for the 30, 60, 90, and like which one's 60, which one's 30, and stuff like that. All right, pi over 3. Super similar to pi over 6. This is actually 1/2. This is root 3 over 2. Okay. So when we're actually doing this, pew, I'm left with root 3. Okay. Now, some people will try to memorize it. Some people will use the rules. Up to you. Okay. And believe it or not, there's some people in this class right now that doesn't know we have a test tomorrow. Okay, so that covers the first part or the front side of your test. Now, if you look at the back, I know yours may not have copied very well. Okay, yours may not have copied very well, but this is a blank unit circle. Okay, there are going to be 5 different things on here, and you have to tell me what is the X and Y. Okay, now, a couple ways that you could do that. This one right here, okay, this is a gross. That's a C30, 60, 90. That's 1. Okay, that means your cosine, your X value right here would actually be negative 1/2. Oh my gosh, what the heck is that? Like I just started writing in English and went to like 6 different languages at once. Okay, and then this would actually be root 3 over 2. Okay. Shh. That's what I meant by remember your 30, 60, 90 rules. Okay. This one right here. Okay. It makes this triangle with 1. So this would be half of that. So this would be 1/2. That means that this would be negative root 3 over 2. Okay. Some people may want to do part 6 before you do part 5. Just a little FYI BT dubs. TBH. Hashtag H2O. The hashtag H2O was pretty funny on the thank you note today. All right. 18. 18 is right here. Okay. This is a 45, 45, 90. This is one. All right. This is one of these. It's going to be something over 4. Okay. Remember, anything that has a 4 in the denominator has root 2 over 2. This is in the third quadrant, so they should both be negative. Okay. Now, I know I'm teaching this different than some people would. Some people are like, oh, they have to memorize it. Well, I've really been trying to push the 30, 60, 90, 45, 45 rules. Okay. Because if you actually know those, I'm not asking for the coordinate. I am asking for the coordinate. I'm not asking for the radian. I'm not asking for like 5 pi over 4. Okay. I'm asking what is this coordinate? So if you know how to do this, that's why it's drawn out there, and I can help you tomorrow if you forget. Should be, you know, there's different ways to do things. And I don't want y'all to do like rote memory, like you're just regurgitating information back at me. Number 1, that's gross. Number 2, that's not really learning anything. You're actually learning how to apply these things. And for those that's going on the pre-cal, it will help you. Okay. Though that's not going on the pre-cal, you're going to be just happy as a clam right where you're at. Okay. I'm a clam. Now, 19. This one is right here. Okay. Think about it. This is 0. All right. This is 3/4 of the way. Okay. Like this is half a pi. This is pi. This is pi and a half. So this is actually 3 pi, and it's on the edge and it's straight down. My x is actually 0. My y is negative 1. Okay. Now 20. That's so pretty. Okay. This is a 30 degrees. This angle, 30 degrees. Okay. This is 1. That means my y is actually going to be half of that, and it's negative because it goes that way. This one would actually be root 3 over 2. Okay? Now, that's kind of the way I want you to approach this unit circle thing. Okay, some people are like, well, we hadn't done it that way. Actually, we have. Okay, just not everybody was paying attention. What? If there's a pen and a post-it pad back there to write a thank you thing, yes. Okay. I thought you actually had a math question. Sorry, I was distracted. Oh my goodness. Oh, by the way, who knows Mr. J's favorite Thanksgiving food? Pie. But some people think it's irrational. On that note, don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell, leave a good note. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.